your stomach turn?
We're building something that's eventually gonna allow us to go legit. We have to think big.
What do you know about wind turbines?
I know they blow.
Tulsa King came out swinging, giving fans Sylvester Stallone as a mafioso exiled to Oklahoma and reinventing himself in the cannabis business. Season 2 raises the stakes, dropping Dwight the General Manfredi into a swirl of legal troubles, mob rivalries, shady business deals, and betrayals from every direction. Here's how it all went down. Prison, bail, and a new scam. The season opens with Dwight cooling his heels in jail thanks to his romantic partner and ATF agent, Stacy, who arrested him on bribery and corruption charges at the end of season 1. Inside, he meets Harlan, a smooth-talking scammer who lost $12.5 million in grant money meant for a wind farm. Where others see disaster, Dwight sees opportunity. His daughter, Tina, still wary but unwilling to abandon him, scrapes together $300,000 for bail. Once free, Dwight wastes no time. Mitch introduces him to his cousin, the hulking Bigfoot, who becomes Dwight's personal bodyguard. Dwight lays out his next move, buying into Harlan's failed wind farm. But this isn't about clean energy, it's about powering a next-level weed operation. The crew eagerly signs on. Cal, Thresher, and new enemies. Margaret, Dwight's partner and ranch owner, invites him to a charity gala hosted by her ex, Cal Thresher, Tulsa's biggest medical marijuana mogul. The meeting should have been friendly, but it goes south fast. Thresher sneers at Dwight, dismissing him as a thug trespassing on billion-dollar turf. Humiliated, Dwight storms out. The fallout is instant. Thresher contacts Bill Bevilacqua, the ruthless Kansas City mob boss, who already sees Tulsa as his territory. Suddenly, Dwight isn't just fighting a rival grower, he's up against a powerful syndicate. Meanwhile, Tina starts house hunting in Tulsa, eager to be closer to her father, but every step Dwight takes toward reconnecting with her only pulls more enemies into his orbit. The courtroom drama. Thresher plays his cards, cozying up to District Attorney Dylan McGrath to sabotage Dwight's trial. Facing bribery charges, Dwight shocks everyone by representing himself. In a bold move, he calls Stacy to the stand. Twisting their history, he argues the $1 million flash drive wasn't a bribe, but a thank you gift for saving his life. It's a street-smart gamble, and it works. The jury returns a not guilty verdict. Victory buys Dwight his freedom, but it also paints a bullseye on his back. To Bevilacqua and Thresher, Dwight has just declared war. Betrayals and power plays. Money problems push Armand Tyson and the crew into a catalytic converter heist at Donnie's dealership, giving Dwight quick cash but more heat. Meanwhile, Armand's messy divorce leaves him vulnerable and Thresher dangles money in exchange for inside info. Back in New York, Chicky plots to reel Dwight back under his control. He leans on Goody to betray him, promising a bigger slice of the pie. But when Bevilacqua's enforcer Carl lures Dwight into an ambush, Goody flips. With Bigfoot stopping the hit, Goody drives the knife home, literally, killing Carl and proving his loyalty. The message is clear. Dwight knows the mob is circling, and he's ready to play just as dirty. War on all fronts. The chessboard grows more complicated when the Chinese triads entered Tulsa, teaming up with Ming, a vicious operator aligned with Thresher. What follows is a deadly three-way battle, Dwight versus Bevilacqua versus Ming. Thresher eventually concedes, warning Margaret that Ming has ceased his business and, thanks to a shady deal, now controls 49% of her ranch. To protect her, Dwight agrees to broker peace, but Armand, freshly back in the fold, secretly sets Ming up for a fall. The bloody showdown. At Margaret's ranch, Ming and his men march straight into Dwight's trap. Carnage erupts. Dwight, Bigfoot Mitch, and even Old Smoke's Native American tribe unleash hell, cutting down Ming's crew mercifully. Ming himself is captured, but his death is personal. Tyson, still seething over the car bomb attack on his father, lands the kill. Reckless, emotional, but final. The triad threat is gone. Taking over Tulsa. With Ming out of the way, Dwight turns to Thresher's sprawling wheat farm. In a tense face-off, he reminds Thresher, who saved his life, who killed Ming, and who really runs Tulsa now. Thresher folds. Dwight seizes the farm, telling him to crawl back to the oil business. In one move, Dwight doesn't just compete with Tulsa's weed king, he replaces him. Meanwhile, Mitch buys Donnie's dealership, giving the crew more legitimate cover, while Bodie keeps the dispensary thriving. Chicky's brutal fall. In New York, Chicky scrambles to hold on to power, but Bevilacqua has other ideas. When Chicky interrupts him in a meeting with Dwight, Bill actually shoots him in the head, wiping out the old boss in an instant. Bevilacqua takes the throne and demands 50% of Dwight's profits. Reluctantly, Dwight agrees, for now, but the uneasy partnership reeks of gunpowder. Family forgiveness and a cliffhanger. Armand begs Margaret's forgiveness and she grants it. Goody cements his loyalty after a season of doubt. Dwight's sister Joanne moves into his Tulsa home,
even as the FBI circles closer to his empire. Tina, however, retreats to New York, shield her family from Dwight's dangerous world. For a brief moment, Dwight savors peace and dares to imagine a future beyond bloodshed, but Tulsa King doesn't deal in happy endings. In the final moments, masked gunmen storm Margaret's home and abduct Dwight. The chilling cliffhanger flips his hard-won victory into chaos and sets the stage for an explosive Season 3. If you like this recap, like and subscribe to First Curiosity. Dwight Manfredi may own Tulsa, but the war for control has only just begun.